Om Guru Maharaj ki Jai Shivoham. After paying the respect and great love in the feet of my master, we are starting the 42 part of this book. My dear friends, nowadays many persons, they are giving the discourses and the speeches after the preparation and after the reading the books, and they are prepare their speeches. But the Krishna is telling in the Gita, second stanza, Drishtatu. If a person is not seer inside, even that person, if a person is not seer inside, and even that person will tell you the highest quotations of the book, but that quotations will not affect you. As I am giving an example, if a person take the bullet in hand and throw to anyone, the person will not die but by that bullet. Even the person will not injured even by that bullet. But that small bullet, if the person put in the gun and then fire, the elephant maybe die by a single bullet. So the words of the enlightened master, they are only effective. Unenlightened person's word, they never effective. They are just speaking of a general person. So that's why in this world, the so-called gurus, they are giving the discourses, speeches, teachings, but nobody is accepting their teachings, because the effect in that words, effect in these words, that is completely absent in that orators. My dear friend, Gita says, Drashtvatu, a seeker must be see inside, and everything you see, then you can describe which is you seeing inside of you. If you want to know anything about spiritual knowledge or divine knowledge, you must start to reading yourself, not others. If you want to read anything, you read inside coming sensory organs, hungers, and inside coming sensory organs demanding, crying for the substitute of the so-called pleasure. When you will see inside every change of your mind, when you see inside every thought of your mind, that is the real reading. That is the real reading. When you see inside your desires, your different type of the lust of every sensory organ, when you see inside your clever tricks of your own mind, so that is the real study. But nobody want to go inside, everybody want to go outside, and everybody want to avoid the real teachings of the master. I remember a story, short story. Once upon a time, there was a king and he has two princes. The king was very puzzled about the academic education of the princess. The princes don't want to learn anything. They want only play. They want only enjoyment. They want only the hunting and so and so. They don't want to read anything. They don't want to write anything. They don't want to learn anything. So the king announced in his territory, if any teacher will teach my children, I will give him a good reward and big land and the coins of the gold and diamonds. So many teachers comes by the inspiration of the greed of reward, and they are all failed because the two princes was very notorious. They are very notorious type person. They are very naughty, not notorious, naughty. So after the many teachers come, a teacher came. He was clever teacher, and the teacher told to the princess, I will not teach you, we will play together. I am came only for my enjoyment with play with you. So all princes, they went to the river's bank with the teacher, and there was a two bird is flying. The teacher says, see, two birds is flying. Both princes see, oh yes, two bird is flying. And word is coming behind you. Yeah, yes, one word is coming behind us. Then how many words they are? So the younger princess say, just to speak, but the elder brother catches his hand and say, don't tell. This teacher is teaching us mathematics. So the person in this world like that, they don't want to learn anything. They are completely close their doors for enlightenment. They don't want to learn. My dear friend, that's why the persons born blind, living in the blindness, and die in the blind condition. This blindness, this lack of enlightenment, this deficit of supreme knowing, this unconscious stage, they think that is a great treasure of their life. Even some person so much blind, they tell to other person, oh, what are you doing? That is foolish thing. This body is real. Why are you not eating every type of food? Why are you not drinking the wine? Why are you not enjoying in the pub and the dancing bars? You are fool, you are doing meditation. You are wasting your life. So this type of persons, they are, why they telling like that? Because they think that blindness is their treasure. Blindness is their treasure. So, if any master want to give you the good direction or any enlightening skill in your life, but you be aware and you don't take like that to princess. Like that to princess. My dear friend, if a person himself cover his body by the blanket and don't want to see the light, that what can sun do? If the owls and bats, they are run away from the light of the sun, that what can sun do? So you all are turned your back to the God. Because God is presence everywhere, but you do not want to know the God. God even calls you by different type of the manners, but you are not hearing the calling of the God. My dear friend, very few persons in this world, they are comes to the real master and learn the real meditation. My dear friend, if you are giving the water to the leaves, the tree will not be alive, because you are not giving the water to the root. Your sensory organs, your physical body is like leaf. You are giving all attention only to the physical body, but the root is your soul, root is your consciousness, root is your awareness, root is your knowing, but you are not giving the importance and attention to your root. My dear friend, I am giving to the Sakshi meditation or the Drishta or the seer, that is the method to giving the water to the root. Because this is the starting to your self-introduction. This is the starting to knowing your internal enemies or internal helping forces. My dear friend, when this mechanism will be start inside of you, then you will be changed. Then you will be transformed. If you will not change, you will not transform it, then as it is stream of the thoughts, they will come and go, and you will be always slave of the thoughts. You will be always the prisoner of the thoughts. You will always the puppet of the thoughts. So, if you want to break this slavery, if you want to break this puppetness, if you want to come out from the conspiracy of the Maya, which Maya created by the thoughts, so you should see your thoughts. This is the Sakshi. Without seeing the thoughts, you cannot separate from the thoughts. So the Kabir says in his teachings, Kabir says, here taraju tol. Here taraju tol, it means you have an internal balance inside, and you should be examine everything. You should be witness of everything. This here taraju tol is the sign or the signal of the Sakshi meditation of awareness. But even the persons who is the following the Kabira, they do not know about it. So if you do not be the witness of here it means the internal establishment of the mind, intellect and ego. So then you will not know it. Kabir again say, man baniya dandi mare. Your mind always cheating you. So Kabir says in next teaching that aman avastha. Aman, it means stand where there is no mind. So how you can stand in no mind condition? Then you detach from your mind. And how you can detach from your mind? There is no process to detachment with your mind. Only the Sakshi is the process which can detach you by the mind. My dear friend, if you will aware in the Sakshi, then you will be free from the papa punya, the sin and goodness. If you aware in the Sakshi, and then you will be win this battle of internal Mahabharata. If you stay in the Sakshi, then you can clean your field and you will pick out the unwanted plants and you will remain the wanted plants, that is called Nindai in the India. My dear friend, in the time of Mahabharata, there was the ego Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra was Ajnana, ignorance, and the favor of Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra, all person they are standing, they are the forces of the Maya, they are the helping forces of the Maya, they have illusionary things, as the dacoits and devils, they have the guns and the bullets, as the cheaters, they have the sedation material, chloroform and other things, as the in internal place of your life. There is the Ajnana, Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana's armies. They have many weapons to kill your consciousness, but Krishna is more powerful in you. The Krishna is your Atma, and that same Krishna which is standing in front of you in the form of Sadguru. My dear friend, if the Kauravas knows this thing, that they are standing in the wrong path, but they do not accept, but they are doing with rigidity the wrong things, as your mind, intellect and ego knows that they are doing wrong things, but they are doing because they are helpless in the front of the sensory organs, instrumentation habits from millions of births. My dear friend, every drinker knows that drinking is bad, the liquor drinking is bad, but he is helpless by his habit from many years. My dear friend, Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma, Krishna, is in you, and you can see easily who is in the opposite of your awareness, and who is ready to give you unconsciousness, and who is in the favor of internal awareness. So, which is the favor of in your internal awareness and awakening, you will be see that is the Master Sadguru. And Master Sadguru advising you to doing the Sakshi, please do the Sakshi. Even I am using the word do, but Sakshi is not doing. It is only seeing, it is only awareness. So every thoughts come in your mind, you should be see them. Otherwise, the thoughts will be multiplied in millions of thoughts and thousands of thoughts, and they will be make a big storm of the thoughts, and they will be push you in the unpleasant or unwanted condition. My dear friend, if you have slightly respect for the God existence Paramatma, you should do this. Otherwise, if you irrespect the Sadguru's teaching, then you will go in the lowest birth, like the insect, cattle, trees, snakes and fishes, crocodiles, elephants, bindevist, any more. You can go any birth if you are not respect, because if you are not respect the sun, then only one thing is remaining in your life, that is the darkness. So if a person has no Sakshi trick, because he has no Guru, that can be pardoned. But if a person has a Guru, and Guru is teaching the Sakshi witness or the seeing inside, and you are not following, that is very unfortunate condition, and you are suiciding in 84 million lives again and again. So the Ramayana says, काहू न करो सुख दुख कर दाता, निज कृत कृत्य भोग सब भ्राता. There is no other reason to your bad luck. Only you are responsible for your bad luck. Because the English verse said, God help them who help himself. If you are not helping yourself, if you are not doing meditation, if you are not seeing the teaching of Sadguru, that Sadguru cannot help you. My dear friend, the message of the Gita in the even first stanza is the complete message of Krishna. Krishna already told in this stanza, this life is Dharma Kshetra. You are doing it Kurukshetra. If you want to enlightenment, you will be coordinate between Dharma Kshetra and Kurukshetra. You will make equilibrium between the two wings to the fly in the sky of existence. One wing is Dharma Kshetra, second wing is Kurukshetra, one wing is spirituality, second wing is the behavioral norms of the society and physical bodies, essentialities. My dear friend, this is a completely message of this stanza. When you be equilibrium and balance between the world and the spirituality, then you can fly easily. By one wing, no bird can fly. So, if you want to do enlightenment, if you want to do meditation, you must have enough food, enough shelter, good cloth and good living condition. Otherwise, you have no food, your mind will be flow towards the food, your mind will not do the meditation. If you have any worried about the world, your mind will be flow towards the buried. So my dear friend, the Gita is not only a spiritual book, it is the applied science of life as well. So do not be the doer, do not be the doer, because if you will do the beer, you will must be compelled in the being availer. If you sow, then you must cut. So you stand between the doer and availer, you will become the witness of all changes of the Maya in your body, even that is change in your body, physical body, or even the change in your mind, even in the change of your intellect, mood or your ego. You see your every activity with the detachment when you are walking, when you are walking, when you are talking, when you are sitting, when you are sleeping, when you are eating. Every time you watch yourself, that is the Sakshi. If you want to go in the deep side of this spiritual science, that you must be aware every second in every activity, in every actions. My dear friend, this karta and bhokta, this doer and availer, this is the unstopped circular motion, and its circular motions have the many sub-circles, and the many sub-circles have the many sub-circles, and this type of network of the Maya is created, and this type of the pains, this type of the tensions, this type of the fears, and the painful condition, and the rigidness, and many types of helplessness in this Maya, and many types of unwanted food in this Maya, and many types of the dialect and the speech, and many types of dumbness and deafness, and many types of the habit and habitat, and many types of terrestrial, hydric, and the mud type living in this Maya. My dear friend, you will become puzzled in this journey, because when you will become frog and snake will eat you, no FIR can be launched against snake. If you will become a deer and the lion will catch you, the tiger will catch you, and he will eat you alive. Then you will be feel an intolerable pain. Somebody is eating you and you are alive. So that pain will be very big. And now I am giving you the pain of against your sensory organs, and I am awaken you. This pain, this incomfortability is very small, my dear friend. And now you are living in very good houses, air conditioned rooms, or with the all facilities. But when you will push in the desert, in the life of insect, your whole body will be burned. You cannot tolerate that pain. My dear friend, when you are now not tolerate in the wet cloth in the rainy season, but when you will live in the ocean, in the body of a fish, but water will always in and outside will you. So my dear friend, if you be the animal of the like hippo and you will live in the mud, the insect will eat your body surface, and your ears, your eyes, your everything, the full of the biting insect. So I am telling you, please mercy on yourself and learn this Sakshi meditation of awareness. Your books says the hell is not in the sky. Hell, this type of birth, these are hells. My dear friend, if you want to know your real position of life, your real appearance of life, then you should come to the master. Otherwise, only hell in your luck. My dear friend, if you are thinking that somewhere is heaven, yes, the rich families and good families and highest persons families, when you take birth, that is the heaven. But that heaven is also hell, because that heaven cannot give you the enlightenment. That heaven cannot make free you and your consciousness. So dear friends, the heaven and hell both are temporary arrangement, and both are painful, because if even you will go to the heaven, then you feel the fear. The heaven will not, you will not push out from the heaven. So this life is a occasion to achieve something most precious, that heaven and hell, and you can transform it into the God existence. You can dissolve in the God existence. Then you will get the permanent peace and permanent pleasure and permanent rest. My dear friend, this Sakshi, this witnessing, this seeing is the method of this transformation. This is the method of dissolution into the God, the method of awaken in your real existence. My dear friend, when you will become the enlightened Atma Jnani, then this scenario will be dissolved, the seer will be dissolved, and the seeing will be dissolved, everything will be dissolved. You know the death, you have the experience the death in every birth, but you have no experience of the greatest death. And the greatest death is that, as the Guru Gita said, Mahamrityu hove bina man buddhi nash na hoye, man buddhi ke hove bina janam maran hi hoye. When your mind, intellect, mood and ego, everything will die, that by the great death. The Gorakh says, Maro he yogi maro, maran hai meetha, tis marni maro, jis marni Gorakh mar deetha. The Kabir says, मन मरी न माया मरी, मर मर गए शरीर, आशा तृष्णा न मरी, कह गए दास कबीर. This is the hope and the desires. They are the permanent organ of your mind, intellect and ego. When your mind, intellect, and ego will completely dissolve in the existence, then